Okay, Lynn. Okay. Today I'm going to demonstrate the effect of drugs on the isolated frog heart. Tutorial mode. Okay. The aim of the experiment is to observe the effects of various drugs on the frog heart, mainly the adrenergic drugs, anti-adrenergic drugs, cholinergic drugs and anticholinergic drugs, as well as potassium and calcium. So I have already explained what are the precautions to be taken before doing the experiment and how the setup of the frog heart experiment will be there. This is the frog heart experiment setup. You can see the heart which is beating. Okay, this is the Starling lever, heart lever, and this is the stand and physiological ringer lactate solution. This is, and we have to inject the drugs and to see the effect of the various drugs on the heart. So this is what is running as the baseline parameters. This is the kymograph or a recorder where you can see the heart rate, pitch and force of contraction. That is your amplitude, which will determine the force of contraction and the heart rate as well as tone of the heart. So this is our baseline and it is all fixed. The various drugs are there in the drug column. So many drugs, whatever we change, and the dose is also fixed. No need to change anything. You are supposed to do inject the drug and read out your observation, or you can watch your observation to note. The main thing is don't inject two drugs simultaneously, and you have to watch for till the drug action of the drug vanishes, and then once the baseline comes, again you have to inject the drug. So this is our baseline parameter. So I am going to inject epinephrine 2 microgram. This is already fixed, so no need to change. So you can observe the how the heart is beating here. That means there is increased heart rate and there is increased amplitude, but there is no change with the tone. And here also you can make out whenever you are injecting the drug how long the drug is acting. That you can see in this here. I'll show one second if you are not observed that. So if you inject, so you can see how long the drug is acting. Till that time this box will be there. So you can see, you can observe there is increased heart rate from 88 to 94 year also, 89 to 95, and there is increased amplitude and increase, and there is no change with the tone. Okay. Then once the baseline comes, you can inject the another drug whichever you want to test. So norepinephrine I'm going to inject. You can see what is happening to the heart rate. The parameters are heart rate and force of contraction as well as tone. So here you can see there is a decreased heart rate. Baseline was 90 and it is heart rate is 6 to 89, and there is increased force of contraction as well as increased tone. Okay, once the drug effect loss, you can see the empty column. This is again the baseline, and you can inject another drug, isoprenaline. Inject, you have to give. Okay. Then once you have injected the drug, you can observe the effect of isoprenaline. What it causes, it will cause increase in the heart rate, increase in the force of contraction as well as increases the tone. That you can observe here. So heart rate from 90 to 110, and there is amplitude is also increased and the tone is also increased. Again, once the baseline starts, then only you are supposed to inject another drug. So I can inject calcium chloride, or you can inject propranolol, which is an anti-adrenergic drug. So we'll see what will happen with propranolol. We have to give inject. Okay. You can see how long the drug is acting here. So you can make out here there is a decreased heart rate and decreased force of contraction and decreased tone of the heart muscle. So the heart rate is reduced from 90 to 70 once you injected the propranolol. Again it is restoring once the drug effect lasts. Okay. Then we'll go with the cholinergic group of drugs. We'll inject acetylcholine and see what will happen. Acetylcholine decreases the heart rate as well as decreases the force of contraction without change in the tone of the heart muscle. We know there is an M2 action. So that is the reason why it decreases the heart rate as well as force of contraction. So the heart rate is reduced from 89 to 75. So once the effect lasts, drug effect lasts, again the normal heart rhythm, heart rate and amplitude. We are seeing the tone. Then if you inject anticholinergic drug, atropine, what will happen? We'll see. Atropine causes M2 blockade, right? So it will definitely raises the heart rate. So you can observe that here. So it is the heart rate is increased without change in the force of contraction or amplitude also. That means there is no change with the force of contraction and tone of the heart muscle, but only there is increased heart rate. That you can make out with the baseline as well as after atropine administration. Okay, then we will see the effect of another two drugs, that is calcium chloride. So what happens after injecting calcium chloride? There occurs a systolic arrest, cardiac arrest. Rapid injection of calcium chloride will result in cardiac arrest. So the heart rate is 1, and it also, there will be an increased force of contraction as well as tone. So there is an upward shift. So that indicates there is increased force of contraction and increased tone of the heart muscle. Okay, then again we have returned to the baseline. Once the drug effect lost, so again baseline parameters will come. So you have to inject the potassium chloride and see what will happen. So this will also result in cardiac arrest. If you infuse potassium chloride to the heart, or if sudden IV can also cause cardiac arrest. It causes diastolic cardiac arrest, that means the heart rate is decreased to 1 and the force of contraction also decreased and tone is also decreased. So this is also called diastolic cardiac arrest. So this is the effect of various drugs on the heart. I think you understood. Okay. So you have to tabulate all this with your graphs, and also you can tabulate all your observation in one table, and you have to write the graphs of the heart rate and amplitude, force of contraction and tone, and you have to write your inference also, and questions whatever given to you are supposed to answer. That will complete your experiment. Okay, so written, yes, exit.